Robert Redford died. I had nothing to do with it. That guy was in a lot of movies. You know what? He was a better director than he was an actor. There's a hot take for you.
I was getting ready to say, that's a hot take Tuesday.
That's a hot take Tuesday. He got his only Academy Award from Ordinary People, which was not an ordinary movie. Look at
I
that.
liked him in Twilight Zone.
Oh, that's right. He played
Played Death.
Yeah, the soldier, right? That was outside wounded or something? Had to come, or was a cop? He was a cop.
Yeah, and the little old lady living in squalor invited him in. And she was loath to do it.
Yes. She didn't want to. She was terrified, man.
Yes.
He was also in a movie where he bought a guy's wife for $1 million and had sex with her.
That's right. Yeah, Woody Harrelson and Demi Moore, right?
That is absolutely false. He rented her. There was no purchase.
No, he bought her for a while, but then much like Costco, he was able to return it. Is that wrong? You know what I never figured out? That they got to keep the money. Because she left him, remember? She left Woody.
Yeah, she went with her purchaser.
Yeah, she liked the high life.
She liked that big boat.
Well, it's hard not to. That's a big boat.
That's a big old boat.
You like big. By the way, man, how was it last night? Speaking of boats and yachts.
It was great. I'm telling you. And I you know what? I've got to give props to First Bank Amphitheater. They did a good job of getting people in and out of there. There was no issue whatsoever.
Was it better than B&A yesterday?
Yes. Much better. Much better. But, yeah, the Doobie Brothers did not disappoint. I stood up the entire time and danced.
Really?
Oh, I was dancing around.
Mississippi woman. So was it a good crowd?
Yeah, it was a great crowd. It looked sold out to me.
That's cool, man. I like that. So did he do any of his stuff?
Oh, yeah. Well, not outside of the Doobie Brothers, though.
Okay.
He stayed in the Doobie Brothers, Michael McDonald. And what's sad is they got to a point in the show where everybody started leaving. And they hadn't even got to Row Blackwater, China Grove, Let the Music Play, Taking It to the Street. Hadn't even got to that, and people were leaving. I guess they thought the show was over. And here was another cool thing. It was mostly Gen X and boomers.
Nice.
Very few people were on their phones.
That is wonderful. Well, the flip phones don't really do much there.
But, yeah, I mean, it was kind of cool, man. Everybody was engaging with each other. Now, they had their phones, but they weren't out constantly.
That's great.
Taking selfies and, yeah, it was cool.
Did they sound good? Were they tight and everything?
Sounded great. Tight. There was a little different version of What a Fool Believes that kind of threw me off a little bit, but it was still good. You knew what it was. And I'd go see them again.
There they go, kids. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends of all ages.
But, yeah, First Bank Amphitheater, good job. Good job on getting people in and out because I tell you what, man, my family was at the Chapel Roan concert the last time she came through there, and they sat in their car, in our car for 2 hours before traffic started moving out of there.
Like yesterday at the people, you see the pilots running to try to catch their airplane. It's like, dude, you don't have to run. We're not going anywhere without you.
Yeah.
It's not like we pick from the back of the crowd.
Yeah, that apparently was the perfect storm. There was apparently a crash, and there happened to be some road construction at the same time.
I'm going to be pretty honest here with you guys. I've been to a lot of states, lived all over the world. Never had weird-ass road construction in the middle of the day like I see a lot of here.
I agree with you. I mean, now most times, you know, they do a lot of work. I noticed, you know, whenever I worked early mornings, you know, they would be doing a lot of work overnight on I-24. But I still see these rolling roadblocks, you know, to fix a pothole here and there. Even Oklahoma did their construction in the middle of the night.
Yeah, it's so bizarre because you do it when there's, first of all, when there's heat, you do it when there's less heat. And secondly, you do it when there's less traffic.
Yeah, but what's going on over there at the airport, man? I mean, apparently the airport airport authority leadership is getting together to review yesterday and figure out, get a plan in place to make sure it never happens again.
Well, it was a giant turd burglar is what that was. But you got to have fun. That's all that matters.
I got to have fun, yeah, but I do sympathize with folks who miss their flights because of it. You know, what do you do?
No,
Have to go back and, try to talk to your hotel in for, well, we've already given the room away, sir. Well, give it back.
Did you, what was it? Did you see how much some of the Uber drivers were charging? $200.
Wow.
Yeah. Because you're going to be stuck there.
Well, you're going to be, yeah.
So
exactly.
It's that surge pricing of you not going anywhere.
So that's why people were getting out and walking.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they were still late.
So
They got to fix that.
That is,
you cannot have that.
It's weird. Like I was watching something about, they're going to have maybe some choice roads, which are basically like toll road kind of things here. Like, are they going to move it around this way to try to, make 24 better? And
yeah, they'll take a picture of your tag.
Yeah, and that kind of stuff. And they're trying to figure out what to do. The beauty of the expansion and the fact that so many people want to come here, it's because businesses want to come here, and businesses are going to bring tons of people here, which is great. But it also keeps people that are who come here to go to college. It keeps them here. That's the big thing. It's, when you see it in places like what is Arizona. Arizona State was when you heard about Arizona State 15 years ago, it's because the chicks were hot and the party was loud. That was it. And then they became this beast when it comes to medical and computers and stuff. But they also had to realize we have to keep the kids if we want to expand these areas around it. It's the same thing here. All these companies are coming here. You got to make sure you keep the kids, but they're also bringing their business with them and the families that work for them. And that expansion's great, but it's got to go out now.
Yeah, one thing I like what I think it's the city of Hendersonville is doing. I think the mayor up there has put a moratorium on new development until the infrastructure is in place.
Yeah.
So you can get people in and out without these traffic nightmares, because a lot of that's a lot of what's going on in Middle Tennessee, man. This place is exploding. But it's like, okay, Murfreesboroans will know this. Highway 96, in between Franklin and Murfreesboro. They're building all these housing additions out on this 2-lane highway. That place is going to be a hot mess once those houses are full and people have to get home.
Oh.
That highway is going to be backed up. And to me, and I may be wrong, I'm no traffic engineer. I know I'm complaining because I complain a lot about the traffic in Murfreesboro because there are just too many people. But just putting in a left-hand turn lane, that's not going to do it.
No, it's
it'll
not.
help, but you need more lanes.
Yeah, and because you're also trying to do what you're trying to do is you're trying to think future. Okay, we've got X amount of people that are coming this way, and let's be real. People aren't staying in downtown Nashville. They're moving out. They're moving out to the suburbs because they can afford it. There's more room out there.
For now.
And so people are going to be moving that way. So you have to say, okay, where do we expand these roads where we make it livable, but we also want to make it still livable for the people that are there now.
Right.
Because going home and it taking you 30 minutes to get home and then 45 minutes to go the last quarter of a mile is not something I think people are thrilled by.
No.
But if that's all you can afford.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you can afford. And that's so it's going to be interesting. People building out instead of up. Well, and we've talked about this, man. You make those choices now where am I willing to sit in traffic for an hour so I can have a piece of property in my own little life, or do I want to rent and not have to worry about traffic, but at the same time spend a lot more money and have less of a home life?
Yeah. Hey, it's a real thing, man. It's a real thing. I mean, I don't know how parents, and I'll use Murfreesboro as an example again. I don't know how parents whose children have, school plays or something like that in the early evening actually make it there in time to see it. Especially if they don't get off work until like 6 o'clock, because I'm telling you, man, sometimes I-24 eastbound to Murfreesboro, it's still a parking lot after 6 o'clock.
It's almost that you're like, okay, mommy can come tonight. Next time, daddy's going to try to come.
Right.
But we can't both make it because I'm not going to be able to get there in time or whatever.
And I know the choice lanes could probably help and probably will help. So at least there's some movement in some area to help out. But, by far, I-24, east and westbound between Nashville and Murfreesboro, that is where the most traffic is.
Yeah.
All the time. I'm talking dump trucks, construction vans, semis, and nothing against the working man and woman who operate those, but there's just a lot of them.
It always feels like they're working, but nothing's ever getting done. Right? It's like, man, there's a lot of people out here doing stuff. Like I walk by this building over here across the street from my house. Man, that thing's going up at 1,000 miles an hour. Right? It is just crazy. Like you walk by one day and it's like, oh, they framed. Oh, we walk it in. There's the concrete. Next thing you know, they got windows up. I'll drive by the same parts of the street. I see lots of cones and lots of stuff, and it's still bumpy. Still doesn't look like it's expanded.
Right.
So, and the roads, how important they are, because you're hoping that you're also guesstimating in the future as a planner that, okay, people are not only, because you don't want to overplan, and we got 8 highways and nobody's here.
And you know what? This tunnel connecting the airport to downtown, and now they're looking at other, tourist attractions. It may very well help.
Yeah, well, I continue to go back to when I went to Disneyland as a kid, I was promised that there was going to be a monorail everywhere. I would just walk outside, get on the monorail, and it would take me places.
Just take wherever you needed to go.
That has not happened yet, Mr. Disney. Oh, boy. Oh, my Lord. What's going on? Beautiful outside. Can I just say that's gorgeous?
Yeah.
It's
not bad.
A little bit of cloud, but not gross. Very nice. We're blessed to live here. We're not getting bombed by anybody. That's a bonus.
That's a big plus.
That's always a bonus, man, when you wake up every day and go, you know what? Nobody blew me up. So that's a win. That's an absolute win. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Pam Bondi. I don't even know what to say at this point in time.
You want me to say it?
Yeah, do it.
Total moron.
Moron. That's the best way to do it. Like that's.
Do you think she misspoke?
Nope. I think she's a clown. How many times can you misspeak on stuff? Yeah. She's gone out and she has said stuff, and take away the horrible thing with Epstein, which was just flounder, and even this. She's gone out and she has promised things and talked about cases in ways where they're already prosecuted, and it's just they weren't even filing charges yet. She is Jack the Pooch on numerous occasions. I would like to say that she's misspoke, but at some point in time, you got to look up and say, all right, we've had enough.
It's people like her that have caused blonde women to have the reputation that they do, even if it's undeserved.
Yeah. It's.
Yeah, we're going to go after you for what you say.
That is, and Kash Patel he's not cloaking himself in glory either. He isn't. He is not done well. But we are looking at some people here that are swinging and missing on more than a few occasions, and you got to do better. This isn't your local DA kind of. This isn't your local. Those things are important, but you're supposed to be the top cop and the top prosecutor, and both of you guys on a daily basis are the only thing you've got going for them is you're kissing Trump's butt enough, apparently, to keep you around. That's it. I don't know what else there is. What she said was, everybody listening to this, what she said was ridiculous, but she didn't.
She literally could have lifted that right out of a leftist playbook.
Oh, my God. That is so
idiot.
insane. So insane. Talk about that, a bunch of other stuff. Hot Take Tuesday. Get your hot takes ready, people. Remember, hot takes look like this. Not political, anything else. I always go back to my first one. I thought the Beatles were kind of average. I did. I didn't hate them, but I just thought they were And the second one was, I think The Godfather is kind of a boring movie. So stuff like that, right? And always remember, mayonnaise is the number one condiment of the Chad Benson Show. Super Talk 99.7. Oh, man, that is awful when they do that.
I see it all the time, man.
I do, too. And no matter how good you are, no matter how cool you are in a motorcycle, you don't know how horrible the person in the car is, or how they're not paying attention, or how they're following the law and you're an idiot.
Right. and all it takes is for one car
Yep.
to just go a little bit over, to the left or to the right, and that bike or the biker is getting flipped off the top of it.
Man, that's just...
I see it all the time, man, and I just think, man, you people are crazy.
It is. It's, the Harley, the guy, like the 1%ers and stuff, those guys. I was watching this thing on they used to have where they were in the ER, and they had an old saying, if they have more tattoos than teeth, they're going to be fine.
Yes.
But for a lot of these guys who drive those crotch rockets.
Little crotch rockets,
or as I like to call, kidney donations.
Yeah.
They're not paying for that. That's horrible.
Now, I never see a Harley, anybody on a Harley going, lane splitting. I never see that.
No, you don't. Because usually the bike's too big, and they're also a little bit older, a little bit more mature, and they want to be around.
Yeah.
They want to be around. It is Tuesday. We have fun on Tuesday. It's called Hot Take Tuesday. It's where we give a take that is smoking hot about something that is not political. Those takes are easy. We're going to give some other ones. We're going to start off first. I'm going to start off with Rachel downstairs. So Rachel, our digital queen.
Yeah.
She said, and I quote, chick bands are stupid. All right? Guy bands are the only thing you need to listen to. Chick bands, all chick bands are stupid. And I was laughing. I'm like, she goes, oh yeah, I think they're dumb. I'm like, I like that. All right, Belle.
Cartoons are infinitely better now than they were in the 70s and 80s.
Oh, here.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Absolutely.
Especially whenever you see that, who was that baby on Popeye? The baby.
Sweet Pea.
Yeah,
Sweet Pea.
Sweet Pea. Popeye, put his pipe in Sweet Pea's mouth.
Yeah.
To shut him up.
Well, also, I can't remember how many times as a kid I would be watching Scooby-Doo or the Flintstones, and I kept asking myself, why the hell does the background keep repeating?
Yes. Because it took forever to do those, too.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, this 6-minute Warner Brothers took us 9 years to make. Crazy. All right, Ken.
All right. Soggy Raisin brand cereal is the best cereal.
Soggy?
Soggy.
Do they have that, or is that something you have to let happen?
That's what you got to let happen.
Ow.
Cannot eat it crunchy. You got to eat it soggy. That makes it best, according to me.
I love that. I absolutely.
Because you get the soft, but then you get the kind of soft with the raisin.
Oh, that's good. When you were a kid, we used to call those monkey boogers. Raisins. Remember when you were a kid and your mom would put those in the, did you get your raisins? Yeah, Mom, I threw them away. I threw them at the special needs kid. What do you think of that, huh? That's what you got. That's what happened because of you.
I never ate a little box of raisins.
No.
I couldn't stand getting boxes of raisins in my Halloween sack.
So those things were, if you gave a raisin, you deserved for whatever was coming to your house. Secondly, if you gave me a penny, it's on. You fools with your pennies. All right. Halloween's the best holiday. Period. Case closed. End of story. Halloween and Christmas, 1A, 1B.
No, you got that backwards. That's backwards.
No. I love you. I live for all. I mean, I love Christmas too. I live for Christmas, but we're a Halloween folk.
I like Halloween.
I do. That's
watch a lot of Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Oh, yeah. Good
during
times.
Halloween.
That house is for sale, guys. I think we got to bid on it. We should just bid on it one day for the laugh of it. Watch us accidentally win it, and then we have to go out and borrow money from everybody out here. Yeah. Sort of GoFundMe. Tax. Hey, guys, on accident, we were screwing around, and we bought a house. So if you guys could help us with this, everybody will have a night to stay there.
We can sell it piecemeal. The ghosts go first.
Oh, here's somebody. Hot take, Will Ferrell isn't funny. Another person said, hot take, I love this one. I didn't get Forrest Gump.
He was
Forrest
autistic.
Gump was interesting, but Forrest Gump's one of those things where really what you found out was you don't have to be very bright, or you just kind of stick to it and be a nice guy and things will work out well.
That's what they did for Forrest.
Yeah. And by the way, the girl that you're dating turns out to be a bit of a hoe, and the next thing you know, she comes back and gives you potentially AIDS. So there was that. Remember? That's what she did.
I do.
Jenny came back, and she's like, I'm sick for it. He's like, I don't care, Jenny.
Johnny.
Jenny, I love you no matter what. Really, Forrest? Really? All right, coming up, Bondi. She needs to go. We're going to talk a bit about that, what she said. The fact that she wasn't, I didn't even know what to say. And she's on Stephen Miller's wife's podcast. If you've not seen that, what a turd that is. Talk about that as well. If you missed the show, shame on you. Grab the podcast, Jeff Benson's Show. So, Pam Bondi said earlier she's useless. And I mean that. Not trying to be mean, just being honest. She was on Katie Miller. So this is Stephen Miller. They said, oh, my God, we got to do something with Katie. She's so great. She's so photogenic. Let's give her a podcast. And it's just a dumpster fire. It is. It's horrible if you watch it. Watch her You know what? She had, I think, J.D. Vance on the first one. It was one of those ones where, have you ever watched those like Between Two Ferns or one of those things where
it's Zach Galifianakis?
Yeah, it's so uncomfortable that you're not sure if it's real or not.
Right.
You're like, oh. So she had Pam Bondi on, and these two just phenomenal, just fantastic. Pam, who's unfamiliar with the whole First Amendment thing, had something to say.
There's free speech, and then there's hate speech. And there is no place, especially now, especially after what happened to Charlie, in our society.
Do you see more law enforcement going after these groups who are using hate speech and putting cuffs on people so we show them that some action is better than no action?
We will absolutely target you, go after you, if you are targeting anyone with.
Yeah, I can't with you. That's not, there is no such thing as hate speech.
She should not be allowed to be a meter maid, much less the attorney general.
They should have disbarred her there. Somebody should have just popped out of the closet, right? Or they're underneath one of those, the planters, and they've got the plant on the head, and they just come out, and they're just like, we have to take this away from you, ma'am. That's not the way that works. It isn't. There is no such thing as hate speech. And you're not going after we're going to go after it on both sides. No. There's no such thing as hate speech.
And if this entire situation was reversed and it had been a leftist killed, she would have been, it's freedom of speech. It's freedom of speech. Shut up, you idiot.
Yeah. I'm serious. I mean, how do you deal with her? Trump. I saw Matt tweeted out earlier. He goes, this shows that he's not batting 100. No, he's not. He's not batting 1,000. He's not batting a gazillion. On this one, it's a swing and a miss. And let's be real. Everybody's been kind to her, right? The first thing with the whole thing with Epstein and what about this? And she's been awful. All she wants to do is be on Fox News. I would call Fox and go, do you guys have a place for her? I don't care where. I don't. Just take her off my hands. She's not good at this.
Sunday mornings at 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
For a 1 hour
You got
show.
rid of Howie Kurtz. Okay, bring her on. You know what? Better yet, bring her on. And how about this? We'll do a twofer because we'll get Kash Patel on there as well. And he is also been a dumpster fire. I thought Pam, I kind of held Pam up. I thought, she's going to be, out of everybody that was out there, I thought she was going to be the best. And she's been awful. That's not a hot take. That's just honesty. I just want to go over this again. This is the Attorney General of the United States of America. She should be familiar with the Constitution.
There's free speech, and then there's hate speech.
No, there's free speech. That's it. And this thought that you're going to go after people and do what? Put them in cuffs because you don't like what they say? Right? You guys are staring down a world of being the wokeness that you fought against so hard. Continue, ma'am.
There's free speech, and then there's hate speech. And there is no place, especially now, especially after what happened to Charlie, in our society.
Do you see more law enforcement going after these groups who are using hate speech and putting cuffs on people, so we show them that some action is better than no action.
We will absolutely target you, go after you if you are targeting anyone.
For what? By coming, right? That's the best you could say. Wow, I didn't know you were. Did you go to a real school? How'd you get this thing? You're an idiot. You're an idiot. It's the only thing to say. You can't go after people for their speech. You can't. What if they're advocating violence? They're not talking about advocating violence. If anybody says anything about Charlie, we've already seen a lot of that stuff. It's horrible what people say. The beauty of our country is we're allowed to say stuff that's horrible. We may not like it. We may get frustrated with it. And it doesn't mean there isn't certain consequences, but putting cuffs on people shouldn't be one of those consequences, because then you're no longer in a world of free speech. Then you start looking like Britain, where 30 people a day are arrested because of some meme they posted. Could you imagine, for an instance, so let's just say a British person was killed, or a resident or something, and the stuff that we saw with Charlie Kirk, as horrible as it was posted. The Brits would run out of space to put people. That's not who we are. We're about freedom and stuff. It's the beauty of it. And the fact that you would even say it, man, that's, and I know they asked Trump, hey, what about, she said this. And he's like, what?
Britain is literally arresting people and giving them jail time for posts that hurt people's feelings on the internet.
Even if you liked or shared them, you didn't even have to start them, create them. You could have shared them or liked them, and they could do that.
That is, that's going to backfire on Great Britain.
In a major way. I mean, you saw it this weekend, the Take Britain Back or whatever it was. There was like 250,000 plus people out there. They're frustrated, and it's going to backfire on them. They're asking people in front of like abortion clinics, are you praying? Not out loud. In my head, I am. You can't do that. That's thought police.
Wow.
You're arresting people in wheelchairs holding Bibles? And she's out here going, well, if anybody says anything. No. Go look at what Charlie's talked about. There is no such thing as hate speech. Period. Case closed. We move from there to this guy who needs to follow her to Fox News, Kash Patel, but first he's going to Valhalla.
Lastly, to my friend Charlie Kirk, rest now, brother. We have the watch, and I'll see you in Valhalla.
Wait, hold on a second. So, Charlie Kirk was a Viking?
I thought that was a Scandinavian concept, not a.
Yeah, that's a
Indian
pagan Scandinavian concept. I've been through the Bible. Did you guys ever remember the part about, like, I'm reading Valhalla 6:5? No.
Goodness.
So I don't even know. That's how he ended one of his press conferences the other day. I'll see you in Valhalla. Got to do better, guys. You got to do better. One of the things that drove me crazy about Trump and his first, I loved a lot of the stuff, but he at times surrounded himself, in particular, Rudy Giuliani, and a lot. It was a clown show. The Sidney Powells of the world. It was a clown show. And this isn't, come on. And the stuff that he said, too, over the last, he has flipped and flopped over this kid. Well, he did this, and we got this, and there's a screwdriver, but over here, but he was wearing this outfit, then he wasn't. We got him in custody, but we released him. And then we caught him, but that's only because of his dad. We've got this note, but the note doesn't exist, but we think we know what it was. See you in Valhalla. You're just asking for competence. At this point, I'm asking for some competence, right? You guys want honesty? I'm going to give you straight honesty. You can't tell me if you're sitting there going, that sounds great. No, you know it doesn't. You know it doesn't. And Trump needs to sit there and go, okay, I have to make some serious decisions. Pam Bondi, that one right there is, is super serious. In the last 24 hours, and take away even some of this stuff, she's done stuff along the way where she's more than just absolutely airballed it.
She's just not smart.
No. She wants to be on Fox. Let her go be on Fox. Take cash with you, because eventually.
Rest now, brother. We have the watch, and I'll see you in Valhalla.
Do better. That's all.
It's the same kind of cringe as Dan Rather signing off with courage.
Oh, yeah. That's just courage. See you in Valhalla. See, he's a Christian. He's not in Valhalla. And I don't even know what you are, Cash. Maybe you're a Christian. Maybe you're not. I don't really know your religious background. But I don't think you're a Viking. Can we do better? That's all we ask. Should it be wrong to demand better? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Our hot takes today, we're making, it's Hot Take Tuesday. Somebody else chimed in and goes, you know what else I didn't understand? The movie The World According to Garp. I think a lot of people didn't understand that movie.
I never saw that one.
If I saw it, it's been so long I can't remember.
It was Robin Williams and John Lithgow.
Yeah, John Lithgow. And didn't John Lithgow play like a transvestite?
He was he was trans and he used to be the center for the Philadelphia Eagles.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that was that.
I might check that out.
Yeah. It was a fun movie. It was interesting. But again, it's another one of those movies that can be kind of confusing. I could see why that. Bell, your hot take was?
We got a lot of leftists in the text line.
Yeah. That's okay.
Cartoons are infinitely better now than they were in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, absolutely. Ken, you, by the way, you got some people not thrilled by you and yours, Ken, but some people that love it.
I got a hot take on a cold subject. Soggy Raisin Bran cereal is the best cereal because you get the soft and then the kind of soft.
Ooh.
Those would be the raisins. The only way I can eat raisins, by the way, can't eat them on their own. Got to have them in Raisin Bran.
Oh, I like that. My buddy says raisins do not belong in cereal.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue that, but if I've got to eat Raisin Bran, I want it soggy.
You know what's funny about that? That is one of those things where if you're going to have a raisin, it's got to be cereal. Because you're not going to eat them on your own. Because you've done nothing wrong to anybody. My hot take is Halloween. It's the best out of everything. I know people are like, it's not a holiday. Come on. We get where we're going with this. Okay? Halloween. Halloween rules. All right, coming up, more stuff to get to. Got some of your texts and your hot takes as well. And then next hour, we're going to touch on a few things, including, while everybody's fighting over left and right with this guy who killed Charlie Kirk, I think some people are starting to miss some stuff. And Chris and I were talking about it earlier, too, because there's some stuff going on out there, especially with young men, that is really uncomfortable and frightening. We'll talk about that starting next hour as well. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 997. Wine bottles exploding.
Good thing you're a teetotaler there, Brother Chad.
That's right. A tea and I total.
You don't have to worry about that.
I do not. But what if I bought somebody a gift?
Oh, yeah.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, this is crazy, man.
They're
just spontaneously shattering.
I'll take a cork in the eye for a good buzz.
Is that how you're doing it now? You just straight shoot it in your eye?
Yeah, sometimes you got to take one for the team.
Wow. That's not a good look, guys. What is going on with that? It's fermented in ways we don't even know about. A lot of people upset about raisins. A lot of people upset about me. That's okay, because freedom of speech, man, it's hard, right? Like, because people can say stuff you don't like.
They'll say nasty things.
And you guys say nasty things to me all day, and I will defend your right to say it. As long as you're not threatening to kill me, I'll defend your right to say it. All the time. 100%. That's it. You've got to have that. Because if we start to lose that, man, things go south fast. So fast. That's how you keep track and keep check on the powers that be. And yes, there are times when people are awful and horrible. It's not speech's fault. It's human beings' fault We have lost this. We've lost our way in having any kind of decorum. And part of that is because social media, it's not just about the fact that I think people can say anything they want. It's what they say because they're looking for reactions to people. It's rage bait because they want likes, they want clicks, they want shares. And as we all know, some of the stuff that people have said isn't going to age well, and they didn't think it through. Their hot takes weren't as hot as they thought they were. All right, coming up next hour, talk about black pilled. What is it? Everybody's looking at this guy's this, and what about that? Is there more to it than I think people realize? We got your hot takes as well. A lot of you chiming in on those. We gave you some of our hot takes as well. Reach out to us across all of our social media. If you're on the YouTube, like and subscribe. Hour number 2 of the program straight ahead. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 997.